if you got your ears on, but oh, there's Ya. Right there. Why they rage about piracy. Dude, Special Forces. I was able to take what you told me to do, which was actually really simple. That message you sent me, Special Forces, and take the texture that Ya created. Dude, you came here perfectly, Ya. This is for you, dude. Ya is freaking awesome. Ya got me this most awesome texture. He made this for me. It's the coolest part ever. It's so freaking cool. It's basically one of these fuel tanks right here, reskinned as a Dr. Pepper can. So when Ya did it, he just reskinned the stock tank. Ya was actually able to take that tank, or take that skin, and put it on a new stock part as a new mod. And the mod's actually uploaded to Kerbal Stuff. I'm not even sure if it's legal what I did. I don't even know. But, so I've got this freaking awesome Dr. Pepper can, skinned by Ya. Special Forces guy, it doesn't sound like you're here, but a Special Forces guy gave me some instructions on how to make a copy of the part and create a mod and that sort of stuff. I'm sure I'm violating some sort of license or something. But the cool thing about this Dr. Pepper can, it's even got the top on it. That's so freaking cool. The top and the bottom. Yeah, I don't know where you got these textures, dude, but it's so freaking cool. So, it's so cool. The cool thing about this is that if you add a probe core to it, do I have all the parts I need? I hope I do. You add a probe core to it, you add the little OP Rockomax engine to it, you give it some power in terms of batteries. Let's see if I can't get them on there the way I want them. There you go. You give it some power in terms of batteries, and then you give it a solar panel or two. I think I'll put 2 on it just in case. Should I put them down here on the bottom? That's probably not the best place to put them. This is probably the best place to put them, just on the side like this. I really don't want to muck the can up though. I'll put them on the bottom, and y'all just help me manage my battery, okay? And then I'm gonna slap Kerbal Engineer on it. And after you slap Kerbal Engineer on it, this Coke can has freaking 5335 delta V and a greater than 1.0 thrust to weight. Dr. Pepper can. Eek! The Dr. Pepper can has freaking Soda Mentos. Yeah, exactly. The Dr. Pepper can, it can land on Minmus. What it can do with 5335 delta V, that's actually atmospheric delta V. Look at it outside, 6225 delta V. It's so ridiculous. So that's atmospheric stats. What you can do with this guy? Let's put a launch clamp on him, just because. Yes, the launch clamp. What you can do with the Dr. Pepper can. I'm going to have to re-record this and not say Dr. Pepper can. We can. It is so OP. That little engine is so freaking OP. Let's put some science on it too. Why don't we slap some science experiments under here? Why don't we put not a barometer. We don't need a barometer. An accelerant? No, we don't need that. We really just need the gravioli detector. We'll slap the gravioli detector on there. And maybe I'll put 2 on. They're expensive, but whatever. We're not poor. Anything else? The press map barometer. I could get a reading as I re-entered Kerbal, I guess. Kerbin. So I'll just put 1 press mat on there. Alright, let's send this puppy to space and see if we can get some science from it. Yeah, this is really the special mission, Earthworm. This is totally the special mission. Watch what we can do with this freaking Dr. Pepper can. Eek! What did I call it? SDPTO. The single Dr. Pepper to orbit. So you can actually save it. And you can click launch. Build a box and put 6 cans inside. Make a straw out of graviolis. Oh my gosh. Let's see here, dude. Yeah, this mission is totally for you. No. Watch. Watch, Slim, dude. It is going to come back to Kerbin powered, no less. So what we're going to do, we're going to throttle it all the way up. We only... Such a simple craft, right? But check this out. Because we have greater than 1.0 thrust to weight, that means that I can take off from Kerbin. And I've got 5351. At first, I was just like, oh, that totally means I can make it to orbit. But check this out. Panel lock. SAS engage. There we go. Here we go. I really should have put the Dr. Pepper on the dorsal side. This little engine is so freaking OP. It's so OP. It's so ridiculous, honestly. You're so happy. So check this out. I'm just going to do my same launch profile because I wasn't a 1.5 on the pad. It definitely, it is definitely not going to make it, make our checkpoints, right? At 5,000 we're going to be going too slow. At 10,000 we're going to be going too slow. That's okay. This is like the coolest freaking mission ever. And we're going to get science. Look! There's already science. We could get an atmospheric pressure scan. Let's do it right now. 8.4 science. I'll take it. Ta-da! This is it's a good scan set SSTO. Dude! Yeah, Sleepy, that's awesome. In fact, if you check out the impact resistance of the part, when I was editing the config, I made the impact of resistance of the part a special number. What's controlling it? There's a little probe core right here. I've got a full-on probe core, and that's also where it gets its torque from, that little probe core. Oh, I gotta turn that on. The Probodyne Octo 2 is where it gets its control from. And it's got enough torque to turn the Dr. Pepper can. Here, we're ready for our Dr. Pepper gravity turn. I apparently scrolled around a little bit. Just doing that Dr. Pepper gravity turn. Oh my gosh. Look at this Delta V though, it's so ridiculous. The Delta V is so ridiculous. Because this doesn't even have a gimbal, does it? Oh, it does have a gimbal. So as long as the engine's on, it can be doing that as well. Same exact launch profile, y'all. Same exact launch profile. I'm going to go ahead and put it up to 50, and then I'm going to turn and burn straight with my orbit. We're just continuing on our SDPTO here. Look at the... How did the cities get out into the ocean? That's a little bit weird, honestly. What happened there? Why are there cities in the oceans? 50. We turn and burn straight into our orbit, and we raise this up to 80. 80, 85, whatever. So it's the exact same launch profile as everything else, and it's the Dr. Pepper. This looks terrible, doesn't it? It's like, oh my god, you're almost out of fuel, but look how much Delta V we have left. It's because there's no weight in the craft. Oop, 99, that'll work too. There's just no weight in the craft. Oh my gosh. Look at this, we may have timed this exactly right. I did not do this on purpose. Just about the time that we do our circular... I wonder. Let's just burn straight out. Can we get a direct Munar encounter? Without even going into a Kerbin orbit? Ah, no. Target position and closest approach. Shucks. I've got to beat it some. I've got to circularize my Kerbin orbit first. Just a little bit. 220. And I don't even have to really circularize it. I just need to spend some time catching up, really. Alright, so there we go. 110 by 98, that's fine. Let's just burn this node. It looks terrible. I was like, there's no way. There's no freaking way that it's going to go to the moon. But look, I've got 48 seconds of fuel, 2,500 Delta V. It's just that the craft doesn't weigh anything. It's just a fuel tank. I think the only other weight is the engine and the probe core. Hey, the more science. Gravity scan. Nah, let's do them around the moon. So what is this? It's going to be a 28... It's going to be a 28-second burn. And we need to half the burn, so it's going to be a 14-second, T-minus 14 seconds. Let's get up there to T-minus 14 seconds. T-minus 14 seconds. Alright, 16, 15, 14. Let's do the burn. This is just my circularization burn. I had 2,500 in the tank, and it's going to cost me 1,000, so I'll have 1,500 left. Let's see what we got. This can is so awesome. Oh my gosh. It's so cool. 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, there we go. Now we're in orbit. Check it out. We can set up our Munar encounter using my Munar encounter method, right? There's the moon. It's right on Kerbin. I can go ahead and put a node right here. Hey, come on now. I can put a node right there so that I can see the moon through it, right? I can put 860, 1440 in the tank. I got 860 to go. There was a Munar encounter. We could actually slingshot into solar orbit using the moon. I could totally slingshot into a solar orbit. I should have put an antenna on it. You could farm so much science with this little guy. I actually just want a free encounter, not 1,000 meters per second. 860, please. Give me that free return, buddy. Give me that free return. There we go. And there was a free return to Kerbin with a moon swing by of 66. Let's see if I can get any lower to the moon. 61 until I'm no longer free returning. Alright, well, we'll just do a Munar swing by like this. 70 is a good Munar swing by, isn't it? In fact, I could probably get a smaller swing. I could get a really low pass, right? That is perfect right there. The Munar swing with the free return trajectory. So we're going to have to do the burn. It's going to be a 19-second burn, 958. So we're still going to have 500 in the tank after we do this burn, right? Tell me I got battery charge. I do. So 19 seconds, that's 20 seconds, so a 10-second burn. Let me go on over here. 20, 19, 12, 10, light it up. Light up that Dr. Pepper can, though. Look at this. Look, our thrust to weight is through the roof. And I'm actually going to throttle down and try to get this burn exact. Ooh, I missed it. Let's see how our Munar encounter is. We're hitting the moon. That's not good. I burned too much. I wasted a little bit of Delta V. That's bad piloting on my part. Let's see if I can't get that Munar encounter back. Or the flyby. And free return. That's not a free return, though. Although I could tweak it out of the apoapse. Let's see how close. That's 15. Think we can do 10? Let's see if we can go 10 over the Munar surface. 5. Dang. I gotta thrust limit the engine almost. We only have 6 seconds of fuel left, by the way, but that's okay. Way down so we can be really precise, right? That periapse there is 5, 6, 7. Should I do 6? You think I should do 6? Is that too close of a pass? Oh my gosh. Sleepy, over my encounter method. You mean the Munar encounter? Sure, dude. I'll totally do it again for you. I will do it again. We'll take 2 Dr. Pepper. We'll take a 6-pack to orbit next. We are going to do a 6-pack to orbit next. We will totally do that. So now I've got a 6K pass. Is that safe? Does anybody think that's safe? I don't know if that's safe. Let's find out. F5 for safety. No! Chat! Dang it all. That's not F5. That's F5 in the totally wrong window. My bad. F5 for safety. And fix chat for DOS being an idiot. There we go. Alright, alright, alright. F5 over here for safety. And let's just go ahead with this Munar flyby at 6,000 meters. And then when we're at our apoapse, we are going to have to tweak so that we get not a free return completely. But we'll just use a little tiny bit of Delta V out there at the apoapse. Let's go faster. Yes. Look at this Munar flyby, yo. And we're passing the prograde side of the moon, and we're actually ejecting ourselves from the Munar orbit retrograde a little bit. So we're going a little bit higher, right? But we're also doing that retrograde ejection, which is what makes this entire thing possible. Let's see what we got. Alright, now we're in the moon's sphere of influence. 6-5. Let's go watch that moon come up. Where's the moon? There it is. Let's pose. Oh, I better point. I should have really made sure. Good thing I was pointing at the sun, because I could have lost that. In fact, I need to keep the solar panels pointing at the sun, so we'll go this way, right? And let's watch the moon come up now. We're going to do a freaking 6K flyby of the moon. We still have 484 meters per second, and I have the engine turned way down so I don't waste any of it. Look at this, though. A 6-pack. I'll do a 6-pack. Let's roll. Oh wait, let's roll so we can get that advertising in there. Dr. Pepper. I'm unique. Oh my goodness, we're going right by the freaking moon. Look. What? Look how close that is. I think we're safe. I don't see it. Oh wow. We could have gone a little lower. So here we are. We're around the backside. This worked out perfectly because we're on the daylight side all the time as well. Oh my goodness, it totally looks like we're gonna crash. Are we gonna crash? Or are we gonna barely miss the moon? What? Wait, slow down. What was my minimum altitude? My altitude was like under 5,000. Gosh, I totally missed it. Oh, science, by the way. We've totally got science to do. Gravity scan of the moon. 60 science from a freaking Dr. Pepper can, y'all. Look at that Munar flyby. Oh gosh, let's point at the sun. Gotta keep them solar panels charged, because we wanted the Dr. Pepper can to be nice and clean with no radial attachments. This flight brought to you by at 1.2 kilometers per second. We passed the moon at 1.2 kilometers per second. Screenshot. I'm gonna do a highlight of the whole thing. Oh my gosh. Brought to you by Dr. Pepper brand rocket fuel. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and leave the moon. Goodbye, moon. Thank you for letting us do a gravity scan. I'm going to keep those solar panels pointed at the sun. We definitely need that. As we see the moon go by. Screenshot that. Yes. It was doing the camera rotation while I did the screenshot. Alright, time for us to leave the moon. Goodbye, moon. Boop. But because we did a slingshot, we're going to go way out to the apoapse. And at the apoapse, I'm going to tune. I'm actually going to tune it with a node. Alright, let's see what we got to burn up here at the apo. So there's the burn. Add maneuver. Let's go back to Kerbin. Watch the Kerbin periapse. And do it till we get a free return trajectory. So take some of that out. It's not free. This is not a free return trajectory. All I'm doing is, what am I at now? 139? Alright. Alright, that right there is a Kerbin intersect. Let's do a little bit more. That should really be barely any delta V, honestly. Coming in on the daylight side. That's good. Coming in a little bit of an angle. That's also good. Alright, let's get that burn done. The Dr. Pepper can. Science. Gravity scan. High over Kerbin's Battlin's? What? I'll keep it. Alright, this is going to cost us 23, and I'm still way throttled down, right? I'm going to put it like down to 10% so that I can not waste any of this. Because I'm also going to try to land it using this fuel. I'm going to try to land it. So let's see here. 484. That's good. Daylight side. A day? We have to do our burn in a day. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 39, 38, 37, 36, 5, 4. Ring. 19 seconds off. That's not so bad. No! Electric charge! Dosh, you idiot! What? I pointed at the node and then I did that. No! Dad, blame it. I screwed it up. I totally screwed it up. I totally and completely screwed it up because I didn't put the... Oh my gosh. And we are... I mean, I'm pointed at the sun, aren't I? No, we would have to wait a very long time for this Dr. Pepper can to get... Oh, I messed it up! I can't believe I messed it up! Dang it! That stupid probe core, I should have turned it off. I'm such a noob. Such a noob. I've ruined it! I totally ruined the entire mission. And there's no way. It needed an RTG. It'll eventually get targeted. F9. When did I save it? Let's see when I saved it. Oh my gosh, I'm so terrible. I'm gonna have to do it again. So dumb. Last time I put them on the sides. Where is this at? This is on Kerbin before we did our... Oh no, we've got our Munar flyby. We've got that crazy periapse. Alright, we can totally... Alright, here we go again. Cut! Let's do that flyby again, just because it was so freaking awesome. And do I have... I didn't have my panel locked down. My electric charge is empty again. Well, here we go by the moon. Because we warped through the sphere of influence. Well, we're gonna crash a Dr. Pepper can into the moon. Boof! Science. Alright. Serious this time. Serious. Apparently when we warped through the sphere of influence, it totally borked us. Screenshot this time. I'll get... no, because I would stay in one direction. If I was tightly locked, that would be great. Yeah, I set it at like 6,000, didn't I? Alright. What is this? 5.8. Let's go ahead and panel lock. It's that warping. Thrust limiter is 12. That's good. We need to go fix it. We need less of an encounter. Moon. Focus view. Alright, that one's too close. We need... What do we have it set at? Like 65 or something? I mean, it doesn't look like I'm going to hit it at 5, but the moon's going to rotate, right? So is it prograde that gets me higher? Nope, that gets me lower. Eek! Alright. Set it up to like 60, 65, 69, 7,000 is fine. That's fine. Let's get out there. Electric charge is not going down. I'm going to keep watching that electric charge. Dr. Pepper now laced with explosives. I just kept doing that. I kept doing that. Yeah, I can. I already had it saved. Yeah, I can do it. A little closer? Yeah, oh, no, you said it was looking a little bit closer. Electric charge isn't going down. One solar panel, no batteries, one fuel tank. Yeah, there you go. And one 48.7S. That is exactly what we're doing here, basically. Let's warp faster. Thwep. Oh my gosh, look. What just happened? Did the moon explode? Did you see me jump? That's why we don't warp through sphere of influence changes, by the way. Oh my gosh. So noobish. I'm just having too much fun. I'm playing around. It was retrograde, panel lock, retrograde orbit. Alright. What, like 64? Let's go for 64 and see how close we get. Let's go for 64. Alright. Less noobishness, DOS. Less noobishness. We gotta finish this at some point. Port that dead ass towards the sun. There we go. It's like a Dr. Pepper can with a... Wait. Let's do it like this and pose it. Yes! Dr. Pepper. That's awesome. Right there. It's like a Dr. Pepper can with a halo. With the moon in the background. Alright. Point towards the sun. Stop fooling around, DOS. Alright. Pointing it towards the sun, boss. There we go. Alarm clock. Add alarm. Sphere of influence change. 10 seconds out. Add alarm. Let's go. Just doing this fast so we don't spend our time warping. I love that orbit though. Look at how it bends past the moon. Bazinga. Just freet. I must have changed Connex modes or something. That's interesting. Thank you. Now we're not going to warp through this. We're just going to let it stay and we'll see what the Munar periapse is. Alright. Power? Yes. You know what I should do? You know what I should totally be doing? I should be coming over here and I should be turning off one of these batteries. I'll be able to re-enable it, right? Even if I lose power? I totally should have done that. Did not approve. Nope, KSP does not prefer any other beverage. I'm still pointing towards the sun. I've got new science. Gravity scan of moon. Keep data. Excellent. For 60. Let's watch this craft and see how low she goes while I point that at the sun. So same story. There comes the moon. Turn off the alarm clock. There goes the moon. Come at us, moon. Come at me, moon. Come at me. Alright. Alright, is there another science? Gravity scan? Yeah, keep data. Alright, slow it down, Can. Time for a screenshot. Roll control, roll control. Here we go over the moon. How can I don't want to unpoint it towards the sun, right? Print screen F1. We're gonna be lower. We're gonna get lower than this. We're totally gonna get lower. The unofficial sponsor. F5 for safety, nice. Alright, here we go. Loading in the Munar textures. Maybe we could get a Munar soil sample if we scrape it with the top of our can. Where's the sun? Alright, I'm still pointing at the sun. I feel like we're not going to get nearly as low, but we're not at the periaps yet. We're just about to be at the periaps. Let's watch and see what our minimum altitude is. 2,000. Looks like that was our minimum altitude. So we came within 2,000 of the moon. The doctor is in. Look at that crater back there. That looks cool. Yes, Dr. Pepper on its Munar flyby. Doing that print screen, yo. Keeping that tail end pointed towards the sun. That's where my solar panels are hidden. Okie dokie, now we're good. Now we can go ahead and leave the moon. Goodbye, moon. It was nice to do a very close flyby of you. Oh, dude. We're still pointed towards the sun. Good, alright. There we go, leaving the moon. Goodbye, moon. We're actually flying almost directly away from the moon, which is awesome. Let's time warp a little bit more. Get the heck out of Dodge. We could have landed on the moon too, but we wouldn't have been able to take back off and get back home. Takes more Dr. Pepper cans to do that. More Dr. Pepper cans and engines. With 6, maybe we could do it. With 6 tanks and 6 of these little engines. Goodbye, moon. Let's go get out of our sphere of influence here. That's fine. I went warping by it, and then it's like, dude, you just did what? Same story at the apoaps. Add maneuver in 7 days. 460. Panel lock. Make sure I'm not losing power. That's 54. There we go. That's a good Kerbin encounter. I do want to come in. I don't want to come in straight down because I need my terminal velocity to be low. I've got what in the tank? I've got 484. I should be able to land on that. I should be able to land on that, but let's see here. I could always land at night. I would rather land at the daytime though, so let's give a little bit more. There's no periaps on that orbit. Let's see where it thinks we're going to come in. Focus on Kerbin for me, please. No, focus your view on the planet in the center of everything. Ay. Oh, well, whatever. We'll just burn 21. Call it a day. Don't line up for the freaking node. The node is not your friend. The node is not pointing towards the sun. Kerbal alarm clock. Add 1 minute out. Fast forward. Oh, look at that sun go by. Interesting. Alright. We're good on electric charge. We didn't screw it up that time. Oh my gosh. I did it the first time without screwing up. And then when I'm streaming the dang thing. Oh, see, there's a problem right there. So it's just a 3-second burn. Honestly, all we really need. Eve, Gilly, Kerbin. Ooh, I can't. There we go. That at least lets me see where we're coming in. And I'm going to burn a little bit more than that. So let's go ahead and just start the burn. Little tiny bit. Precise node go away. Just a little tiny bit is all we need. Dude, Gav, take it easy. It's a lot of miles, isn't it? Yep. Dave, dude, you totally got me. You totally got me. We could do a 6-pack where a single Dr. Pepper takes off at the end and returns home. Asparagus staged Dr. Peppers, maybe. Alright, so that's gonna bring me in at a little bit of an angle. That's gonna be good. Let's get this one done, y'all. Let's add an alarm right here. Add maneuver. That's another 7 days to get home. Add alarm. 1 minute out. Thank you. Now let's just minimize all this stuff and go focus on the craft and watch her go. There's the Dr. Pepper can again. Where is everything? Where's Kerbin at? Wow, we're a long way up. Towards the sun. Towards the sun. Alright. So let's see if I can't land this thing. Alright. Time warp. Let's just watch Kerbin come up. There goes the moon around its orbit. Is that on the far side of Kerbin? I don't even know. Oh, wow! We're gonna go by the moon again! Woof! There went the moon. That's so cool. What's happening? Why am I coming in on the dark side? Oh, no! I'm coming in on the dark side, not the light side. Good thing we did that panel lock, huh? F2. I'm not out of charge yet. We're just going really freaking fast. Gonna see if we can't find ourselves a city to crash into. Got a point prograde. Here we have our Dr. Pepper can re-entering. That's a screenshot if I've ever seen one. I actually want to roll so that Dr. Pepper's right side up. There we go. Take that screenshot, yo. Weird. There we go. Sonic boom! How am I on electric charge? I'm good. That's 7. I'm still just letting terminal velocity kick in. I'm going to be going through some clouds. Let's flip around. So aerodynamic. Such aerodynamics. Oh, my engine! I'm not going to be able to land on 1% thrust. There we go. Alright. Whew! I think we remember that one, yo. I'm just still terminal velocitying it, right? In Kerbal Engineer, you need to tell me what I'm doing, buddy. Dude, not applicable 97. Thank you for the follow. Alright. I'm going straight down, and I just need to flare this landing at the last second. 17. 17, surface speed. We're past terminal velocity, okay? We gotta do this. We gotta do it. Where's my altitude? 19. We have such ridiculous... This is like a full-on suicide burn. 20. Dude, Dimitri rocks. You're not gonna screw me up, buddy. Yeah! I lost the engine, but I don't care.